Real fast, shout out to James of Cincinnati Bengals Talk for posting this. I'll leave a link down below in the description to his whole entire video. Definitely go check it out. But this is a little snippet he posted on Twitter, and I do want to go ahead and listen to this because Jamarr Chase is done. Jamarr Chase is absolutely done. And this is going to get very ugly between the offense and defense. And you can tell, obviously, Chase is trying to keep, calm, collect. But this is going to get really, really bad because it's not going to get fixed, right? Not going to get fixed. We play the Ravens twice. We play the Steelers upcoming. We play against, the Bills. We play against the Brownies. We play the Patriots. This is going to get really bad with how bad this defense is. So I just wanted you to listen up to this, to how Jamarr Chase talked after the game.
Felt like you guys are kind of on the other end of what happened last week. You're rallying in the fourth quarter. You scored 2 touchdowns in a minute of game time. What goes through your mind when you score that second touchdown and take the lead?
Defense get a stop.
How difficult is it to stay unified and make sure that it's not offense versus defense in this locker room? How difficult is that going to be? Given the emotion.
I don't know. I've never been in this situation. I don't know how to handle it. I don't know. I'm going to stay in my lane. I don't want no defensive player come and chew me out about what the I'm doing.
So, going into the tunnel after yesterday's game, Chase was screaming, "One effing stop. One effing stop." That's all we need. So, yeah, I will be honest with you. Last year, our defense sucked too. I don't feel like they were this bad, in all honesty, which I know is crazy to say out loud. But I feel like going through last year and this year now, it's kind of like the hump that broke the camel's back, right? It's going to get really ugly. It really is. You could tell Chase, he's trying to keep calm. He's trying to keep civilized. He's trying to do whatever he can here to, kind of try to keep everything cool, calm, and collect. But it's probably going to be a situation where maybe someone does say something to him eventually for some reason, and it's just going to set him off, or someone says something to him. Maybe not a defensive player, because I don't think a defensive player is going to talk trash to Chase. But someone's going to say something to him, and it's going to set him off, and he's going to go crazy. Again, like I said, it's a situation where it's just bad, man. It's just really, really bad. And, this is a situation when you need a head coach who's a leader. You need a head coach who's going to bring the team together, rally the team together, and keep everyone civilized, keep everyone on the same page. But it's really difficult. I mean, you go back to the 2000 Ravens. They had one of the best defenses of all time, and their offense was awful. And you listen to some of those defensive players in 2000, and they said, there was a disconnect in the locker room. You had half the locker room looking at the offensive guys like, what the heck are you guys doing? You're not scoring, you're not doing what you're doing. We're going out there, we're busting our butts every single play, and you guys are making this look like a mockery. And this is happening with the opposite side of the field. And again, this happens throughout history. Whenever you look at NFL teams who are in this predicament, where one side sucks and one side is good, you're going to have this really, really bad environment, toxic environment, where it's, again, the whole team turns on each other. And when that happens, it's, again, unless you have a really good coaches that can come in and lead the team, or leaders on the team, but obviously one of our leaders, Logan Wilson, wants off the team. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult situation to get that figured out and get that back on the correct road and path forward. Again, like I said, this is a situation, I know we said it's death at this point. This is a situation when you need to fire Zach, because you need some type of change. You need to show the offense, you need to show the team, listen, we're going to make this change because we want a better future. Because a lot of times when you're in a situation, you feel like you're hopeless, you feel like it's not going to get better, you feel like it's just going to be the same old. And for these offensive guys, again, who puts up 40 points a game, they're going to be frustrated all bloody heck. And they're going to start having their frustrations being known and being said. and it's going to take the littlest thing possible to set them off and cause a whole entire chain of reactions. So we'll see over the next couple weeks what happens, but I wouldn't be surprised over the next couple weeks if we see a fight in practice between an offensive player and a defensive player. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some information coming out like, hey, this guy said this about our team. This guy said this. Like, this is when dysfunction happens, and it's a situation where, you know, we're allowing this to happen because the coach and the ownership of this team is dysfunctional, and you're going to have this crap happen. So it is what it is, man. But we need to fix it before we ever even think about winning a Super Bowl. You got to fix this crap because you can't win a Super Bowl with this dysfunction. You can't. It's going to cause so much issues, and it's going to get worse and it's going to get better. Again, like I said, with the 2000 Ravens, you had that dysfunction, but then Brian Billick was able to bring that crap together at the end of the year, and a lot of it came down to the defensive players really stepping up and being, you know, leaders in that department. And I'm not saying our offensive players won't, but it's difficult. I mean, you got no Joe Burrow, right? So he's obviously still there, but he's hurt. And then you have all this other crap going on. So we'll see. We'll see how this all shapes out in the end. But, you know, Chase is going to be honest, right? He's always been like this. He's going to be very brutally honest. He's going to say how he's feeling. He's going to give you the, 100% truth. And it is what it is, man. So tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. Love Chase as always. Shout out to James.